Hey, I want to tell you guys about my experience reversing my nearsightedness. Crazy, I know. You might not believe me, but I'm going to tell you about the process and what I did, and it actually freaking worked, okay? I did my best to push the unfolded laundry out of the shot here. So, welcome to my bedroom. But actually, I'm surprised that I haven't shared my experience with this before because it surprised me. So a number of years ago, I've always worn glasses since I was a kid, and and contact lenses, and LASIK was always out of my what I was able to afford. And then now I don't even want to do LASIK because this actually works. So a number of years ago, my husband was like, I was like, you should probably get glasses. And I mean, this was many, many years ago. And he's like, no, because if I get glasses, it's going to make my eyesight worse. And that kind of got me thinking about things. And then I was like, oh, you know what? Because every time, I'm trying to get out of the habit of saying the F word too much. Every year when I would go, they tell you go yearly to get your eye exam. Um, it's they a better one, better two, like the optometrist would say, better one, better two. And it's hard to kind of differentiate which one's better or worse. So I did always end up feeling like when I would leave and get new glasses when they would finally come, the prescription was a lot stronger, and so it definitely seemed like it was making your eyesight worse. And so I did some reading online, and there's certain eye exercises you can do. There's this thing called cupping you can do. I don't know, none of that really felt right to me. So I wasn't interested in trying any of that. Um, I started researching. So you can get glasses from Zenni Optical for really cheap, and you can get whatever prescription you want. I used to get my contacts from a company out of the UK called Vision Direct, and they were great. They didn't ask any questions. I could just order whatever prescription I wanted. Well, the US changed that because the big optometry industry wants every last possible penny they can pinch out of people. So I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of my contacts, but I haven't really told you what I did to be on the process of reversing. I don't remember exactly. I could grab my box of contacts. I think I'm like, so I had nearsightedness, or I still have nearsightedness. I think it's negative at this point. It's at negative 2.2 or something like that, 2.5, because it's in quarters. So 0 is like 20/20 vision, and then when you have a positive, it goes in quarters. So positive uh, point positive 2.5. You can either be positive or negative, and positive is farsightedness. I think nearsighted is more common, and then a negative prescription is nearsightedness. And so with between getting my glasses, the prescription that I wanted, what I would do is when I would get new glasses and contact lenses, I would decrease it by 1/4 each time. And I've done that several times. Like my prescription used to be pretty strong. My neck's itchy. um, and so the first time I used to have, after my third baby, I would get weird migraines and stuff. I easily I actually now think they're tension headaches, but I could see why the pregnancy would affect that. But so I got some severe headaches a couple times, but it didn't continue to happen. And I don't know, it could have been related to something else. The headache might not have, it might have just been a coincidence because I've decreased my prescription many times aside from those events, and I've been fine. So, yeah, I think it was anywhere from 3 months to 6 months, I would hang on to the prescription that I had. That's what I've been doing. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have enough contacts now, but since the US has decided to be jerks about me getting contacts from Vision Direct, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I'm going to have to look into that. I hope they change it because I have an aunt who lives in Scotland. Maybe I can have them go there. Yeah, right. She's going to want to do that for me. Anyway, um, but okay, so use one increment at a time, like a quarter at a time. You're working your way back to zero on your prescription. And I know that there's optometrists out there who are going to say they're going to give you all kinds of reasons why you shouldn't do it. Well, they're making money off of you going every year and getting a new prescription from them. So of course that industry is going to teach. I don't think it's the individual's fault. I think that they're taught that in school, but it's a bunch of bullshit. Um, the other thing that I've done, and this was more recently, is so I did like an ancestry.com thing, and they ended up they have like DNA traits you can see on there. My husband thinks that it's like he's like so afraid of sharing his DNA, and you would think that I would be the one who would be more afraid of doing that, but I don't know. I was just curious, but I ended up seeing that I was likely low in beta carotene. And then I started thinking about other people in my family, and I was like, you know what? They have symptoms of low beta carotene. So there's vitamin A, so the fat soluble vitamins, you can get too many fat soluble vitamins, and then you can have like adverse health effects from it. But beta carotene is the precursor to vitamin A. And so you can't get too much beta carotene, you'll just pee it out, but it helps your body get enough vitamin A. So once your body has a sufficient amount, it'll just eliminate the rest of it. So I started taking beta carotene, and my nails and my hair, like it's definitely helped that. But it's also helped my night vision. And so I think that that's kind of an interesting bonus. And I just want you guys to know, consider giving it a try. Like if you do glasses, Zenni Optical, hopefully they don't freaking change that. But for now, you can just get whatever prescription you want. They have you have to measure your pupil distance if you get from Zenni. You look at a mirror and they give you like this little, you can just measure it. You can do, I think it's centimeters. You're going to want to have the right pupillary distance when you order your glasses. But just one quarter at a time, you're working, you have your prescription and you're working your way back to zero slowly. I would recommend slowly, because I think that that will prevent like headaches and nausea and that sort of a stuff. But like really, this is I did a review on Boca toothpaste a number of years ago, and there was a lot of interest in that review, and I'm going to do a follow-up review because that's a product I don't want to. I'm going to keep you on the edge of your seat here. But anyway, finding alternatives to, I just don't, I'm not the kind of person that goes along with what everyone else does when it comes to health and that sort of thing, because uh, I'll give you a little backstory. So when I was in my late teens, like I did have some health problems and that sort of a thing, and the allopathic way of medicine wasn't helping me. It was just making it worse. I'm not going to give you the details because it's a little embarrassing, but it didn't fix the issues, and so that got me on like this pathway of natural health and looking into things for myself. And and you know, really ever since that experience, I can't even see things any other way. And so when it comes to the your teeth, there's other things. There are fluoride alternatives that work. When it comes to your eyeglasses and your prescription, you're not just stuck with I'm telling you, the current system. And my grandma was an optometrist's assistant for many years. So she's very much on the side, I think, of go get your checkup and get your prescription every ... But I just don't see it that way, and I've had a completely different experience. My eyesight has improved by reversing my prescription. Healthy diet. You've got to get enough, good nutrition and that sort of thing. You have to take care of your body. And you know what? Hell, if you want to look up like the eye cupping, and I really don't understand how that works, but maybe it's related to chi. I call them your Spider-Man points in ancient Chinese medicine or traditional Chinese medicine. These are supposed to be chi points, so maybe that's related to that. I actually do like a lot of the traditional Chinese medicine stuff, like the chi related stuff. But I'm here to let you know if you're curious, give it a try. It's a long-term experiment, and I really haven't been very scientific about it. I didn't save. I just went before I decided to hop on and talk to you guys about this. I went to go try and find my old eyeglass prescription, and I couldn't find it. I haven't saved any of this stuff, so I don't have any proof. But I mean, really, I'm telling you the truth here. This has been my experience. And here's my glasses. That doesn't really give you a whole lot of information, but um like really it's kind of mind-blowing that something. I know that there's going to be people who stumble on this video and they're going to tell me all the reasons in the comments why this is bad for me. Well, guess what? I'm fine. My body is fine right now, and my prescription is working its way back to a closer to 20/20 vision than it's ever been, really. I don't know that part actually, because I don't know what my prescription was when I was a kid. But you know what's funny? A little fun story. When I was a kid, everyone in my family had glasses, and kids get really excited about like things like that. And I was like, oh, I want to be cool like everyone else and have glasses. And I remember at my first optometrist appointment, being afraid that I wasn't going to be able to leave without glasses, so kind of fudging the exam a little bit, and being like picking the option when they're doing the little lenses that I knew would lead me toward getting glasses. Well, that was not a good choice, but I was only a young child, so yeah, I think that that's a sufficient explanation. Maybe a little bit of a scattered explanation, because sometimes that's how I am. But I hope this is helpful. I really truly believe in this, and I'm shifting away from topics that are a little more tense, because I need to get balanced and centered and get back in the now and do more meditation and just being in the moment and experiencing life that's right in front of me, and maybe focusing on some more positive topics. This works, okay? Give it a go or not. Either way, have an awesome rest of your day, evening, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are.